Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Joey here with Corey.
Hola!
You found us at youtube.com/The High Crowd Gaming. Also on Twitter at High Crowd Gaming. On Facebook at The High Crowd Gaming. Snapchat THC Gaming. Just Google us, motherfuckers. There's lots of shit there. Today, doing a first for us, we are going to do a review of Superman vs. Batman, and we hope you guys dig it. So,
I hope you guys enjoy it. Tell us what you think about it. Leave us a comment or something, and let us know what you thought of the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, there are spoilers ahead.
Spoilers galore. So, it is not spoiler free. The movie's a week and a half old.
Yeah.
This is on you. So, without further ado, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spoilers.
Okay.
So, what do you think of it?
I actually like it.
First and foremost, what do you think of it? The movie.
The movie itself, I thought was actually really good. I mean, I've seen it 3 times, so clearly I'm a big fan of it.
I've seen it twice now, and it's like I told you when we got out of the second time.
It's better the second time. It gets better each and every time you see it.
You know what? I feel like the critics and just like the expectations of there being too much going on got into my head before I went and saw it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I sat through the first time picking out reasons why it was a bad movie instead of enjoying it as a good movie. And the second time, after I had enjoyed it the first time, like begrudgingly, like I just sat there and enjoyed what was going on in the movie and realized that other than like a couple things like Doomsday, fuck off with that shit. But the dialogue's a little Zack Snyder-y and everything's
The
sad.
dialogue is real sad, yeah. Like he said, it's really sad.
Zack Snyder
Doomsday.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though.
Yeah. Let's start at the beginning. The reveal of Batman.
Not spoiler free, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's a spoiler video.
Movie's been out for over a week now.
Yeah. You watch this video, you're gonna have a bad time watching the movie. So that being said, if you don't want the movie spoiled for you, turn it off now.
3.
We'll wait for you.
2, 1. If you're still here,
we assume
spoilers
that you were
galore.
going to watch.
We're talking about the movie. There's nothing you can do about it now. Right off the bat, seeing Bruce Wayne's perspective of Metropolis with the Zod Superman fight, badass.
I thought that was so fucking cool how they did that. When Superman came flying through the building at Wayne Towers, that was so cool.
Yeah, just...
Like, you see him, like, as a normal person, you'd be like, oh shit, that was a huge... Oh shit, he just went right through the building.
Yeah, the Superman Zod fight's just peripheral what's going on. Because when you watch Man of Steel, like, that fight's so personal and all the dialogue between them and stuff.
It focuses right on.
And that was a really good part of that movie, too. Like, underrated part of that. That movie is a 5-hour talk fest of Kevin Costner being like, I'm gonna save this dog, but you can't save me from a tornado because you don't want people and your mother. Right. I'm just sick of your mother. I'll save this dog.
Like, hey, maybe don't run after the dog.
My ankle's broke, so I'm fucked, Clark.
And he goes like, hey, stop. No, son, don't run after me. And then it's like 15 seconds later. Like, dude, hobble onto the fucking side of the road. Hobble under a vehicle. Like, don't just stand there and die by a tornado.
I quit.
I hate your mother. Then just let me fucking die, right? Like, okay.
But I digress. That was really cool. Gotta give Bruce Wayne a lot of credit, like, for his company he's built. Like, those are some devoted motherfuckers. Like,
they're watching.
Do we go home?
Yeah.
No. Like, the workday's not over, sir. We don't go home until the workday's over. Makes you think that maybe he beats the shit out of people.
He whips them.
He whips them. Shit.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny how he had to call him. Like, hey, get everybody out of the building. But no fucking shit. Like, there's an alien ship that I can clearly see is an alien ship. Like, what, 100 yards from the building?
But anyway, it was good. It gets you right off the bat realizing, fuck, like, if you're Batman, you've been doing this for 20 years, and you feel like you're the baddest motherfucker on the planet, and all of a sudden there's this fucking alien and you can't do shit about it. He just knocked over an entire city, and you're like, but I'm Batman. I'm
Yeah.
too fucking bad.
Yeah, I really do think that they did the, like, his perspective of it, Bruce Wayne, seeing that. I mean, because honestly, if Superman never saved you, and you just saw all the shit that was happening, like, granted, he saves people, but he also just, like, levels whole cities when he fights people.
Regardless.
Also, those people are from his planet, and they wouldn't have come here if not for him being here in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. He's here, they're here.
Complicated plot. He has codex in him. The codex of his people.
Man.
Zod from Kandor. The codex inside of you came from Phantom Zone. Ships. World makers. Man of Steel. Complicated. Long.
Yeah.
Read book.
So then, subsequently, they fight, destroy the entire city.
Yeah, but it really makes you understand why Batman in this movie
Hates
is
his
portrayed.
fucking guts.
Not just his guts, man,
Like-
because he's obviously because you start off, shows him in the Batcave later on after he's branded the dude after your favorite part of the movie where he is.
We're talking about it. That is my favorite part of the movie, the Batman reveal, when the guy is being branded. When they're like, oh, it saved us, but it's a devil and it's upstairs.
He's just hiding in the
Okay,
corner.
the room is probably as
big as
big
this
as this room is right
I'm
here, right?
not
The
being
ceiling's taller.
Not being silly, dude. You walk in and just hiding.
Yeah, we'll move it just so you can see him. He's touching both corners right there, or both walls. So it's not a very big room, and it's well enough lit.
And Gotham PD really needs to chill the fuck out. He almost blew another cop's head off.
Definitely
with a
almost killed his
shotgun,
partner.
Trying to kill Batman, which, by the way,
Isn't a
Gotham
bad
cop.
guy?
He's been doing this 20 years. I don't think that cop's been working the beat for 20 years. Like, if you
Right.
know Batman's out there doing shit, can you please not be a pussy because you find him in a house?
Right. Like, don't freak out, like, oh, and shoot at
Batman,
him.
it was a big
Like, try to
thing.
kill him, just like, oh, shit, it's Batman. Like,
You imagine being the
Hey,
cop.
Batman.
You imagine being the cop that blows Batman's head off like that. Like, did you ever see Burn After
Just-
Reading?
yeah.
With Brad Pitt and George
when he's
Clooney?
just in the
Just
closet, like, hey,
Hey, Batman!
wow, shoots him
You
right
imagine
then.
Batman
Yeah.
just hiding in the corner. Hey, it's me, Batman.
But that Batman reveal, it's like, why the fuck would you reveal him that way? Reveal him beating the shit out of some people, a la the fight after him and Superman become best friends.
But come on, we've done that so many times.
That's true.
Where they put it in the movie with the final, like, bully beatdown of 24 people.
Man,
Like,
he fucks
it
those
was at the
dudes
right
up.
part of the movie. Like, we don't need to go up and down with Batman. I like the idea that he's just pissed off, that he's
Yeah.
fucking people up, he's branding them, which, by the way, is getting them killed.
Getting them
because
killed in prison.
The
yeah.
brand means that you like to fuck kids, most likely.
Yeah, you're a sex
You-
trafficker or a
You
child
got
molester. Yeah.
something. You're just like doing all like the legwork for the criminals in there. Because if you're a child molester and you go to jail, you're probably
They're gonna kill
they're
you,
going to
more
kill
than
you
likely.
either way.
And now it just makes you stand out even more.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
right off the bat, Batman's like, this dude needs to die.
Let's talk about how crazy he is and how he just outright kills people then.
Yeah.
He
After
kills lots and lots of people.
after the most recent trilogy, where Christian Bale is just convincing us, I only have one rule: I don't kill people.
Yeah, and even in those movies, in the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan, he killed people. He killed several people in those movies.
I don't think he actually killed anybody in those movies.
No, I can recall one scene on the underpass when they were driving in that
The dump truck.
He ramps underneath the dump truck wheels, driving the cabin straight up into the road above
Yeah,
it, and it crushes it. If there's a guy sitting in there, it's cutting him in half at the waist.
Yeah. Okay.
It's grinding him to a paste
Hey,
inside that cabin.
we still, if I didn't see a body.
I mean, but hey, man, sometimes you gotta break a few eggs and make an omelet. You
And
know
that's
I'm
what I
saying?
like about this one. He's just like, fuck it.
In this one, he's just old, and he's like,
Mad.
I'm too fucking old
True.
and slow.
Well, didn't
like,
you say
I
that was a
can beat
line
him
in
up.
Dark? Didn't you say that was a line in Dark Knight Returns, the comic?
In the
That he's
comic,
just-
yeah, he's
too
like,
fucking
I'm
old to
just
be
too
fucking
old
around
and
with this
slow.
shit.
Yeah.
I
Like
can't-
ones that piss him off, like he'll fist fight ones that piss him off, like the
Yeah.
Superman or the after they became best friends when he's fucking those dudes up. I think he was mad Probably because he didn't get to kill Superman.
Right.
He wanted to kill somebody.
Fucking bat murder boner going
Yeah,
on.
he wanted to kill somebody, that's for sure.
Man, it was weird when we were in the theater the first night when it came out, though, because I got a weird vibe that we were the only ones that had ever, like, heard of Batman or Superman prior to coming into the movie.
What makes you say that?
Well, the fact that every time Batman carelessly murdered someone, we giggled. We giggled like Batman was doing something out of character.
And they're just like,
They're
Batman kills people!
Just stone-faced people.
Yeah,
the same
like, okay,
people
this
that
is
as
what
we
he
were
does.
leaving, one of them walked out and said, "So was that supposed to be Wonder Woman?"
Oh my god, I wanted to
you.
slap that dude. Like, what are you doing at these movies,
Like,
man?
you don't have to be a full-on Comic-Con geek to understand what you're going and watching.
That's why I like this movie even more, because it expects you to know shit. Like, it shows you the manor completely burned down, shows you Robin's suit,
Yeah.
he's dead already.
Yeah.
Like, it expects you to know shit that's already happened, and it doesn't hold your hand.
Yeah.
And that's why I really like it, I think, because it's like, yeah, if you're really a fan, then you should know that Jason Todd's already dead. You know what I'm saying? You should know that Batman is already burned down.
And
You
probably not
should
Jason
know.
Todd.
Well, whoever it is, it
Whichever
should have
one it
been
is.
Jason Todd.
Because I think Batfleck's going to write a new movie about Red Hood.
Oh, really?
I think there's going to be a Red Hood arc in one of the movies they're doing.
That's no good.
What are you
I
talking
don't wanna
about?
see Red Hood.
You don't want to see Jason
I'd
Todd?
rather see.
I already got a theory. You heard it here first on the High Crowd Gaming. I think Jared Leto is Jason Todd. I think his Joker is Jason Todd.
You think so?
Just my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's a.
But,
No, I don't think so though.
but it's fine.
Because I guess you can't really go by what the video game does, but in that video game, it flashes back to the Joker killing Jason Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, and we all know that.
So,
But
how's your theory match up with that then?
I just think it'll tie into the movies somehow. I feel like he'll take up the mantle as the Joker.
Yeah.
It's just a theory.
See, I
I'm
wish
wrong,
that they would have done, like, if they were going to do Batman versus Superman and follow the comic so much, why didn't they just do the whole comic? Like, the whole comic, the story in that is, like, amazing. Like, it's a really good book. And it's like,
Well, it's
why
like-
did they just do that?
It's like he.
Instead of doing Doomsday and
Well,
Wonder Woman
I feel
and
like-
Aquaman.
I feel like he.
Aquaman, Joey.
I thought they tied in the Justice League
Aquaman.
characters good without having to fucking go too deep on.
Oh, they did it well. How they
Yeah.
introduced him, they did it very well.
Yeah, it's really easy in today's age too when you
But
act
it's
like,
fucking
like
Aquaman.
Lex Luthor has a zip drive that just happens to have every metahuman's fucking surveillance video that's been going on. Like, they're not very good at being metahumans then, and what makes me believe that Luthor is not still spying on shouldn't Luthor just have the upper hand and just kill them all immediately? Why is he spying on her? He wants to kill Superman, who he needs a rock from another planet to weaponize to kill.
Right.
And yet, he's got fucking Barry Allen, who's speeding around inside of a convenience store. He's got Cyborg, who's not even together yet. His dad is
He's just like
a
arm
murderer.
and chest.
His dad is just a horrible doctor, a terrible fucking doctor. Like,
See, I don't know the Cyborg story that well. But
He's a cyborg.
he's a cyborg? Yeah, I got that part.
All I can tell is that they're saying his robotic parts are obviously from a mother box because they put a mother box in that movie and it was going all over him. He's like, Dad, why am I on a wall?
That's why he shut the video off. Like, oh shit! Oh shit!
And then Aquaman goes speeding off.
I hate Aquaman.
And Wonder Woman's
Aquaman.
surveillance was just her at an ATM. Like,
Yeah, like Wonder Woman's like everyday
she,
errands
like,
and shit.
looks up at the camera like,
Oh, he's got some money out. I might go buy some dinner with this money.
Wonder Woman
Maybe a
out in
bottle of wine.
France.
Can't get drunk.
So yeah, I just a little curious why Lex is going after the hardest one to kill initially.
And when the Flash teleports into fucking Bruce Wayne.
We're getting ahead. Let's stay.
Let's back up just a little bit because we're right there at the story.
Let's back it up.
We gotta go to the crazy dream, the apocalypse dream.
Yeah, because we don't really have to get into the minutia of Bruce is spying on Lex. He's trying to find the white Portuguese.
Yeah.
Superman is stalking the fuck out of Lois Lane, and his story. If I had to say another criticism about the movie is that Superman's story was weak. Superman's story was real weak.
It's always weak. Superman's story is always weak.
Granted, like we got plenty of like his struggle in Man of Steel. Like I'd say, out of the 4 hours and 17-minute runtime of Man of Steel, 3 hours and 50 minutes of it was him being like, I just don't know what I should do, Mom. Well, Clark, you just need to do what you need to do. I don't know, Mom. I like Lois. Does she like you? Yeah, she does. I met her at a spaceship. Is she in the spaceship? Yeah.
She in the spaceship?
You remember when your dad died? Yeah, I remember. He got the dog, and then the tornado whisked him away. He said, don't help me. And I was like, I'm going to snap Zod's neck. And he snapped Zod's neck. Credits.
Credits roll. Believe it or not, that's only 4.5 hours of movie that you just described right there.
So long.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed Man of Steel.
I did too. I thought it was a good movie.
Because I like...
Probably one of the best Superman movies out.
Well, I like when a comic book movie doesn't have to have action the whole time. I like story. I like build-up. I like the way Marvel did it better over the course of 10 years and 13 movies and not just trying to cram it all into 2.5 hours, but, it's fine. I just, they had a better timeline in mind. I think the only place DC's really messing up right now is they're trying to squeeze too much too quick to keep up with Marvel, who's in phase 3, by the way, and 12 years into their run.
Who says they gotta keep up with them, though, It's like, why can't they just, do
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to keep up with them. And the way things are going, like, if they just space themselves out, they could corner the market here in a couple years because Marvel's running out of shit, okay?
Yeah, they really are.
Marvel's gonna
How
get
many
to a
Wolverine movies have they done?
Well, that's Fox.
Jesus
Fox
Christ.
has Wolverine, but
Still,
like even
Marvel.
if you just, I'm gonna digress for a minute here, but if you're DC and you're planning out the next 10 years, Marvel's getting to some shit that eventually I'm not gonna see because after Infinity Wars Part 1 and Part 2 come out and they start killing off Avengers and shit, and once Thanos. They've been building up Thanos since the first Avengers movie with that fucking after credits scene. Thanos is going to be coming into the picture in the next couple movies. When that shit's over and they fucking have their 80 character Infinity Wars going on where it mixes Guardians of the Galaxy and everything they put together and they got Spider-Man back, they're going to run out of shit.
That's like 15 years from now.
Yeah, but DC, if they just fucking pace themselves out and do like Marvel did. Marvel, when did phase 1 of Marvel start? In like 2005, 2006? What was the first one that came out? Iron Man? Iron Man came...
X-Men.
You're thinking it's Fox. That's all Fox.
Oh, okay, so you want the standalone Marvel
I just want the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies really...
It would be
Iron Man. Iron Man started it all.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. If they just take that approach, though, they just build slow, the next 15 years are theirs, man.
But they can't do movies. They can do standalone movies of Wonder Woman, maybe.
They can do them all. They're going to anyway. They're going
all of them?
They're doing standalone movies of all of them. There's going to be a Flash. There's going to be a Cyborg. There's going to be Wonder Woman. There's going to be Green Lantern Corps.
Green Lantern Corps.
They do it right. It's fine.
No, it's
not everything's CG and
they...
Reynolds.
Man, they put that movie.
R-rated movies. I'm cool.
You can't do that movie again. That thing's like untouchable.
Oh, they're going to.
It was a fucking meltdown.
You're not gonna do Justice League and just not do Green Lantern.
They don't really need him. Although he was
Superman either.
Yeah.
They don't need anybody.
Well, they had to kill Superman off to get him out of the way.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Do you think he's dead?
No.
Anyway, back up.
All the way back up to the...
so let's talk about Eisenberg as Luthor. What'd you think of him?
The first time I saw it, I hated it. First time, because I didn't really like Jesse Eisenberg. I mean, he's alright in Zombieland, and what was the other Facebook movie? Even though I didn't really care for it. But, yeah, he's just, he's okay.
Well, his acting kind of psyched me out because... Admittedly, I was really high when we saw the movie, so I was being...
On life, allegedly?
No, on drugs. I was on a lot of drugs when we went and saw it. But I was sitting there watching his performance, and like I remember leaning over to Dustin and being like, "Does he have brain cancer?" Like, 'cause he was so like Aspergery, and I was having
like
such a
twitchy
hard
and
time
shit.
like keeping up with this. And like he's giving that speech at the banquet. The Superman and Batman are like, what do you say about the Bat? I think the Bat's pretty cool. I think the Bat's a menace. Superman's a pussy. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
Two of them.
I really did like that.
I did too. I
I like the way Superman could hear his earpiece.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh shit! I hear somebody talking to this fucking crowd. That's not. Oh shit! Oh, it's you.
You're Batman. You're the Bat.
Yeah. And he comes back in and he hears a nice close like, "Yep, it's you, motherfucker." I like how everyone's just got it figured out too. Like he's got it figured out.
Everybody knows.
Is already out.
Everybody,
Does everybody fucking know I'm Batman?
Everybody-
Is this what's up? Does everybody just fucking know? Let's take the mask off. It's really hard to fucking
It's
breathe.
like, can I just be Bruce Wayne doing this shit then? Alfred's still fucking humming that same old tune like, it wasn't the Bat that discovered it, it was Bruce Wayne. Alfred, shut the fuck up and clean my shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Stop talking about my wine. Stop talking about how you fantasize about me having kids.
Which
you
is
old
weird.
fuck. Knock it off, Jeremy Irons.
And he's not old enough looking. If Bruce Wayne is in the comics like almost 59, I think is what he said he was.
No.
49 to 50. He's old, dude.
Well, in real life, yeah.
In the movie, he's got to be mid 40s, late 40s.
Well, his parents were born,
early 50s.
In the movie, his parents were born in like 41, I think.
I don't know.
I was.
What's his dad's name?
Ooh, what? Fuck. What is-
What's his dad's name?
It's Martha and.
We'll come back to it. Think about it in the background now. Yeah, but I don't know. But I don't think Jeremy Irons is old enough looking. But I still like him as Alfred.
Sure he is. Jeremy Irons is like 108 years old.
I still like
He's a
him as
very
Alfred.
young 108 years old. And Ben
No.
Affleck's like a young looking 50, but Ben
he's
Affleck is still
the
50.
best. He's the best Batman.
That's another thing to consider too. Like Ben Affleck is what 45, 46 years old going into his run of being Batman.
Yeah, but they got so many steroids in Hollywood and shit, and personal trainers.
That's
and
all fine and well.
best eating. And like all he has to do is like wear the mask. Oh, I'm Batman.
I
And
guess-
then cut into somebody
I guess
else and
all
beating
he-
the fuck out of him. Like you hear him doing like the tape over the fucking audio of him grunting like he's
just doing
kicking. But
ADR.
yeah, it's just like and then he jumps back in the frame. Oh, I beat the shit out of those guys. You know.
Yeah, that was it's a dumb thing I
Yeah,
just said.
it's a pretty
Acting
dumb
like,
thing you just said.
acting like.
But wait, he's too old to play an actor.
Now Ben Affleck
He's too old to play pretend.
He gonna have to fight crime for the next 10 years. He gonna be.
How's he gonna do that
How's
if
he
he's
gonna-
so old? Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
I just feel like he's kind of old to be dressing up as Batman, don't you think? Because
Yeah.
Christian Bale was like 33 or 34 when he started doing it. I could be wrong. Christian Bale could have been 48 years old. I don't know how old Christian Bale is.
Well, he's put up the suit for a while. So that's when he keeps. I bet, like, because in the movie he's like, I'm gonna need the suit. And he's like, no, you don't need the suit. You've been invited. Remember that?
Mhm.
He's like, Batman doesn't need to break in. Bruce Wayne's been invited. So I bet before that part, leading
No.
up to it, I
need
bet
the fucking suit.
he comes up to Alfred all the time, like, Alfred, I really need the suit tonight. Like, I need it. Like, I just gotta get out of the house
Like
and
Bruce has that.
break some necks.
He's got that bloodlust.
Yeah.
And
Alfred's like, no.
Hey, so do we have new rules here? Because you're branding people, and I'm seeing Batman murders another 8 people. We've always been criminals, Alfred.
Like,
What?
Alfred.
What?
I'm
No.
too old
No,
to fist fight
motherfucker.
him.
Do you think when you were 20 and you were like, I'm gonna dress up like a bat and go out in the city? I was like, cool. Why are we doing this?
right.
Because I'm a criminal. Like, I don't think he'd be like, okay. Let
Yeah.
me make suits and stuff for you.
Yeah.
I do like that they kind of cut Lucius out of the mix and made Alfred like his primary.
I like that a lot.
I do want the shit again.
Lucius. Yeah. I don't
Because
like
that was one problem I had with the most recent trilogy, is that it seems like they took all the detective and like techie part of Batman and just gave it all to Lucius. And we're like, just give this rich guy that has money toys he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Batfleck.
I don't like that. That was like a cop out to me.
Yeah, and it
basically.
feels
It's
like they were kinda doing their own
You
shit
got all
again.
this stuff.
Felt like he was doing his own detective
Yeah.
work again. Because I don't remember really doing a lot of like detective work in like the Dark Knight movies. He was just occasionally like look at the computer screen, then him and Alfred would have a. Some people just want to watch the world burn. fuck are you talking about, Alfred?
Yeah.
There was a man, he stole gems and threw them away.
Hey, Alfred, I'm super busy right now, and I just do
Is
not
this-
have the patience.
Is this story going
What's the
anywhere,
fucking
Alfred?
point?
What's the deal with the laundry? Is the laundry done? The house okay? What
It's like, seriously, like, I don't need you, right? Like, you just kind of, like, hang out.
do? You caught me committing a crime, and I was like, hey, you can help,
Yeah.
or you can get fired,
Right.
or you can get your neck snapped. And you were like, I'll help.
Yeah, but then, so now we're to the dream.
First dream, Nightmare Dream?
Nightmare dream.
Nightmare Dream, badass. I like the idea of Batman being in an apocalyptic world, because, I mean, they're
Yeah,
obviously...
wearing that duster with the Batman uniform. That was funny.
Oh, I like how they take, like...
He looked badass, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
why he
I
needs
was
a
like, oh,
duster?
shit.
Why he needs a duster, I don't fucking know.
He's rocking those guns and shit,
He's
too.
still
I'm
got,
like,
like, the cape and cowl on,
This is
too,
what's
with a duster. Like, it's cool. It's cool.
it's
I mean,
cool
it's a
looking.
dream.
Yeah.
And I like the dream. I like how they just basically gave you like a dark side apocalypse, and then they were like, but Superman's the bad guy. He
Yeah.
comes down, he just burns that motherfucker.
He kills those two people. Yeah,
just melts him with his eyes.
And I love how you always hear like the him breaking the sound barrier as he's coming
Yeah.
in. You always hear it just before.
Yeah, you even see like the cone, the
Yeah.
sound barrier cone.
I really liked that.
I was watching sound barrier movies or videos on
Afterwards.
YouTube today. I was just
Yeah.
watching people break the sound barrier and have that little cone around them.
It's pretty sweet looking.
It's neat.
But yeah, he killed the fuck out of those dudes. Then killed Batman himself. And then he woke up because the Flash was there.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
like,
wake up!
"You were right.
Bruce!
You were right about it.
Superman's a dickhead!
Wait, am I too early right now?
He doesn't know what I'm talking about! What year? Oh, I'm really early! He
Lois
doesn't,
Lane is who you. She's the key.
he doesn't even know that they're friends yet!
Yeah.
Don't get... Fuck it, Bruce! Do your thing, man! This is a dream!
And then he wakes up again. Papers are fluttering. Yeah.
100% done. Encryption.
And then we're introduced to Wonder Woman,
Wonder Woman.
which
yeah.
I thought they did a good job. I really like the music they had with them. I really like the whole music in general. But that's it. Please stop. Let them watch the video instead of that. Did you figure out Batman's dad's name yet?
Can't remember. Thomas Wayne.
Okay.
Knowledge
Yeah.
is power.
But then, yeah, she's just
If
like
knowledge
from-
is power, then man, that's when I thought he had a brain tumor. He's sitting there trying to get that out. If knowledge is power, then the biggest, then not having, knowing having is that's having paradoxical. And I was like, does the kryptonite give people cancer? Does he have brain
But it is,
cancer?
it is radiated.
Because that was way too fun. They even said it. They said it's radioactive.
Mm-hmm.
They made a point to say that in the
So
movie.
Rocky is radioactive.
It's
That's what he
radioactive. I was like, that means
said. All
we
I need
should
from you is an import
just
license.
play with it.
Right.
Like, you're gonna get real sick too.
Yeah. Which is why Lex Luthor Luthor builds that super suit, that he fights with and shit.
Yeah, because he has
It
cancer.
also
doesn't he?
keeps him alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which they're probably gonna have him as the main villain in one of the Justice League movies. Like, remember me?
I mean, you can't.
I'm Lex Luthor. He's gonna be all frail and little inside this big, massive metal suit. He'd be like, eh.
Yeah. I didn't
Probably
mind.
not. I don't know.
Kind of got off track with Eisenberg.
I liked him as Lex Luthor.
I
though.
didn't-
First time I hated it.
I didn't
Second
mind
time
him.
I liked him.
I just thought he got a little too evil too quick. Like, it was.
Well, he's crazy.
Yeah, but it was a little.
It was like he didn't like
the
just
character
dip his toe
kind
into
of
it.
character kind of seemed to change a little bit. Like, his motives seemed to be like he was distrusting of Superman, and then he was like, I also want Batman's head, so
Yeah.
you go bring me his head.
I think
well, a
maybe-
second ago you were just trying to defend against metahumans, and now you want Batman's head. What if he gets back? He's the one guy that could kill Superman. He took all your kryptonite, remember? What if he comes back with Batman's head? He's like, where the fuck's my mom? Oh, here's your mom. You can go get her. Hey, I'm coming back for you.
I Like, I could go anywhere in the world.
What did he think about that?
Can't hide.
Superman flies in. He laser blasts Bruce right in the mouth, melts his head inside of his cowl, rips that head off, flies back to Lex. Within like 3 minutes, Lex is sitting there. He's like, oh, yeah, so he'll never get here in time for Doomsday. What the fuck are you cooking in there? What are you cooking in that wet little pool? That looks like Doom. Melts that shit. He gets back anyway. He gets back. He knows when he gets to fucking Lex Luthor. That's what I have a problem with that Superman too. Is that he is just not fucking people up that are fucking with him. Like the dude kidnaps his mother.
Right.
Batman is either going to fail or not fail at this point. Like you're not looking for your mom, so
right.
You have no control over this.
You're completely trusting a guy that just tried to kill you.
Yeah, which we can get into in a second about that. Did we just become best friends? But
that scene was
he
so
fucking
good.
lands in the ship, and Lex is fucking going through the speed. Melt Lex, for the love of God, man.
Yeah, seriously. Just like, no,
you
man.
don't want to melt him. Just fucking grab him, pull him up here, and be like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, shake him like a fucking baby.
Yeah, definitely.
And instead of fucking landing there and doing like, you were a bad boy. You're not in time. You're not in time. You can't save your mom. I can kill you. I can kill you. I can kill. Why are you talking shit?
He won't kill anybody.
Like if my mother dies right now, what is stopping me from going ape shit on your fucking ass? You're sitting there with your fucking egg timer, sitting here talking shit to me. Yeah. I can kill you. I can take you to space.
It just let you go.
Just let you
just
go.
Float away.
What if that was what he decided? I mean,
that's what we had that conversation years and years ago. I remember it. Because we were like, what if Superman just went fucking crazy? He just fly around all day. You just see him flying around.
What if Superman was like just the most psychotic predator on the planet?
Every day he just took one person.
One person every day.
Down,
he just
snatches
him up, flies into space, and
lets you go, just watches you die.
Can you imagine your face as Superman lets you go?
And he just smiles and laughs.
He's just like goes smashing into other bodies in space.
There's just a bunch of them bumping around. Yeah. Every day.
But there's just like nothing we can do about it because Kryptonite's not real.
Nope.
They just play that fiction. I like how they got the Kryptonite in this one though. I like how they got it from the world
the crash
engine.
ship. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it made a lot more sense than Kryptonite ever made to me before.
You know what I didn't like? Is how the archaeologist guy was looking at all the other rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big crowd around him. He's looking into the jungle. The beach is behind him. These two kids walk up with the rock covered. Walk up to him. He turns around and looks at them. Walks through the crowd immediately from like 30 yards away.
Doesn't just walk through the crowd. He's like,
get the fuck out. This is what I need. Get out of the way.
You see people looking at him. Fuck, dude.
Like, okay.
This is Borneo.
Like seriously, like Zach, take 2 other shots and be like, hey, what you got in there? You know, instead of be like, that's it. I know immediately.
I know what you got in that blanket.
Yeah.
That's what I want, isn't it?
Open it up. Yeah, stop it.
Why do you need kids? I mean, if you want it this bad, like you clearly are trying to get this shit. Lex wants this shit.
Yeah, Lex Luthor wants it. Like, you guys have professional, like, divers. I know. You got tons of fucking money. Why are you having these kids do it?
He's paying a fortune to get Zod's body, get all the kryptonite, get everything imported that he wants. Why doesn't he just send his own fucking team of people to the Indian Ocean to be like, hey, stay the fuck back. This is all ours.
Yeah.
And you got all the fucking kryptonite you want inside that world engine. Whatever, though. No biggie.
I don't know. It's I don't understand it, but it happened. That's how I thought that was pretty cool how they got the kryptonite. That was a pretty cool way they did that.
Yeah, I mean it was more plausible than
it definitely
Gene Hackman opens up a lead box and he's just got it.
Like, oh, here it is.
Like, what you want is in that lead box you can't see through, Superman. I'm gonna open up this lead box.
Yeah.
They even went as far to like explain kryptonite, kinda like how it was deteriorating his cells when it would get near him.
Yeah. I like the way they did it in the movie.
Yeah.
And then, so where are we at now? So we had the Crazy Dream, Wonder Woman intro. So now we are at...
Let's go to Superman Batman fight.
They are fighting.
We're kind of getting into because we're talking about Lex being like, day versus night, the ultimate gladiator battle. Like, which
went on way too long. Night versus day, Superman versus the Dark Knight. It's like, stop.
You showed me pictures of my mom. She's got a man with a flamethrower. I was on the mountain a minute ago talking to Ghost Dad about the drowning horses, and yet I was able
to... the hero cake. I like how he walks up and he's just stacked the rocks up in a pile. He's like, it's really something, isn't it?
Really something, isn't it, son? Like, yeah, Dad.
The fuck are you building out here? Rock pile?
You're not.
I put a stick in it. It's just got this cloth I found.
Yeah, there's a time when I was a boy, Clark, there was a flood. And I had to stack up a bunch of rocks with your dad. My dad, he's my dad, but I called him your dad to my brother. And we stacked up all the rocks.
Made him hero cake.
I was a hero that day. We saved it. And my grandmother made me a hero cake. And while I was eating my hero cake, the Lynn family's horses got drowned by the water. We'd backed up the river and the horses drowned.
And you just see Superman like...
No, the best part
just
is
takes a deep breath.
The best part.
Live.
The best part. This is so great
stop.
in a Zack Snyder movie is even though this dialogue, he is just prattling and rambling on about fucking nothing. Superman, right there with him. He's like, "Do you still have the nightmares?" Like just immediately, like he's like, "Well, I was eating my hero cake, the horses drowned, and every night I'd hear those horses whinny. Mwah, mwah. Do you still have the nightmares?" They stopped after I met your mother. And he's a ghost. He's not really there. You don't have to help anybody, Clark. I hear Lois.
I like the speech his mom gives him. Like, be everything these people want. Or don't be any of it. Whatever.
It just sounds like a mom who is sick of her son.
Man.
Yelling.
Or just has like
whining.
no idea.
Like I bet he has just been so whiny her entire life. I mean, think about the childhood she had to get through. Not only did she have to get through like a normal adolescent childhood, but she also had to teach her son how to not freak out about all the sounds he hears everywhere. Like, he was like having the world's most extreme autistic child and having Superman. He just happened to... Can you imagine if, like, he didn't have good rearing? Like, what if he just couldn't, like, not focus on all that shit, and he just turned into, like, this crazy hobo that flew around the city just yelling at people and melting shit.
Buildings.
Like, you imagine if Superman had, like, a fucking psychotic hobo mind, and he's just flying around. He's like, "Stop talking about me! Stop talking about me!" And he's just burning buildings. Because he just hears everything. Like, the clock's ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. He can't sleep, and he hears everybody talking about him. But I digress. So Lex pushes Lois off to get Superman's attention, which Superman is bailing her out way too fucking much in this movie, which makes me think that all he does is like stay up in the sky where people can't see him above Lois all the time. That's why he's not paying attention to other shit going on. That's why he lands in the fucking Capitol during a hearing. A man has a bomb that blows up next to him, and he has the stupidest fail face. He's just in a...
I can't believe I didn't see it.
I can't believe I let all these people die. Like 200 people in the room. Like 200 people in that wing of the fucking Capitol building just...
And the Asian girl immediately recognizes, like, wait a minute. He's not here. Wait a minute.
Oh
no. But I've been so loyal to you, kabloom.
Okay.
So actually, that technically was him dipping his toe into criminal activity. When he terrorist attacked the Capitol building, like that.
Superman?
No, that's Luthor.
Oh yeah.
Because you were like he went from 0 to 100. Like actually, he was kind of a gradual, just real quick.
If you consider gradual going from
So
I'd like to build a deterrent against a metahuman to I'd like to bomb Congress.
Yeah. Well, she did say no,
I feel
and then
like
she was
I'm
like
a good
super.
guy. I'm gonna torch everybody in this room.
That's pretty much. He's like you with your hearings. Anyway.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. So then they're fighting. Batman and Superman are fighting.
She drinks his pee too.
Which she didn't drink it. She was like,
didn't drink it?
no. She just looked at it, and then the bomb blew up.
It would have been way better if she drank it. You sure she didn't drink it?
No, I'm positive.
Because I feel like she makes a face like that tasted like pee.
No, she
looks at
she
it.
turns because she
Peach tea.
turns it real slow, like it's like
Granny's peach tea.
like why aren't you just like it says a label any real person.
I didn't see the bomb coming the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like a fucking like fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't see the bomb coming either.
And then the fucking place blows up and Superman saves nobody.
No one but himself.
Where is this fucking breath and super speed that we can get people out of here? Imagine if he tried to get them all out of there fast and all their necks just snapped.
Like that guy he flew through the wall with.
All of a sudden, like 200 people appear outside with their snap necks. Look.
They're all dead, a big pile of red mush. Human bodies can't travel that fast, Clark.
He just flies down, salutes them.
Job done, citizens!
This is why I help when I want to!
Yeah.
And then they're going through all those fucking...
But really, how much of a bitch is he without his powers, though?
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into the Batman-Superman fight. Superman gets smoked by Batman, literally.
He gets the shit beat out of him.
And I thought the fight was so cool, because he shoots that kryptonite smoke at him, he fucking catches it, and it just fucking nuts on his face.
If he wasn't being such a smug asshole, like, oh, I caught your... Oh! You know, if he was just like, no, and then it blew up way over there.
Or Batman or something.
Yeah, Batman would have been like, oh, fuck, I didn't see that coming.
Like, I didn't see him, like, dodging it and not letting me shoot him with something.
Yeah, he was just proving a point, like, no. Oh,
but it's cool. He gets him with the smoke and comes up and fucking Superman tries to take his wild fucking Clark Kent.
Yeah, he's like, nah, dog. Like, we ain't doing that shit.
Batman's like, no. Fucking armor beats him the fuck out, knock the fuck out, beat armor, step on you, throw you through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
And then the stuff starts wearing off, and that sound of the fucking armor punching him in the face.
Yeah, and it's ringing out. I like that. That was probably the best way to show his power.
Was kind of cool. The conclusion of the fight, though, after... Because I thought it was cool how they kept just kind of going back and forth. I'm whooping your ass, you're whooping my ass. Now I'm carrying you by your neck.
Picked him up in such a weird way.
Tossing you down 6 flights of steps.
In such a weird way.
I'm landing on you. I'm about to stab you. And that's when you decide, after all this time, even though we've stood face to face and not once have you been like, can you help me save my mom?
Not true.
No, he didn't say anything about his... He
didn't say
he said, I need your help.
Yeah, he said, Clark, you don't understand, I need your help, or something like that.
Yeah. But he doesn't, like, speak up after that. He starts walking at him threateningly.
Yeah. You should be like, let's have my mom.
Like, I'm sorry, like...
But he wouldn't have cared.
If I challenged you to a fight, and you show up, and you're not being clear with me, but you keep walking at me, plan's on. I'm gonna fucking zap you with speakers, I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna fucking kryptonite beat the shit out of you. And not until he's lost the fight, because this whole time he's just like, I'll just beat him up a lot, and I'll tell him what's going on. And then he gets his ass kicked, because fucking Bruce is smarter than you. It's standing on your neck, and
I really like that.
Your mother's name's Martha, and I fucked her.
What? The best part of the movie is just like, you're letting them kill her.
Martha.
It's like, what? Say Martha.
What?
It's just like, what?
Huh? What?
Why did you say that name?
That's my mom's name. What is that? That's my mom's name.
He's like looking around, like, what the fuck does that mean?
I fucked Martha.
That would be so funny. But no, that's the best scene. And he's just looking around like, what the fuck?
You're like seeing up his nose, like his armor's all fucked up. It's all CG.
Yeah.
You're looking right up Batman's nose. Lois comes up like he's a fucking crazy person.
It's his mother!
It's his mom, you crazy fuck!
And then the Batman's like, what?
Superman's like, whoa! Can we fucking talk now? And he fucking gets up and he's like, alright, you and me, we're gonna be a team now. We're friends. Right?
Like, and then they get up and it's like, Lex has my mother. We're instantly best friends. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna go get your mom.
The guy has just beaten you in battle. He kicked your ass. He had a spear. He wanted to murder you.
He was going to murder you.
You're getting ready to go get your mom, and the guy who just tried to murder you is like, hey man, why don't you just trust me to save your mom? And you're like, yeah.
Like, well, you did just fuck me up pretty bad, and I thought I was untouchable by you humans. But you did just try to kill me, so how do I know you're not just going to kill her?
You showed a lot of intent to murder me. And
but he would be like, nah, dude, I'm super fucking crazy. Your mom's name's Martha, my mom's name is Martha! So I'm going to go save her!
It took his sweet ass time though, because when he gets back in the fucking jet,
He's got his normal ass back in his bat suit on. He's like, well, I'm gonna
he
take
got
all
fucking
this
10
armor
minutes
and
to
shit.
save his mom, and he's taking off fucking 20 pounds of fucking bat armor and putting on a new suit.
You got to assume he's like Tony Stark in it.
Oh,
Though.
I'm
He's
so-
like pressing a button, it's all falling off,
Fuck.
and he's just leaving it there, or it's like flying back on its own. I don't know. He's fucking.
No, I
No,
think,
he's not.
I think
he's taking it off at the bat.
I think it takes at least the
whatever
amount of
thing it
time.
is.
Like, do you know how long it would take for you and me to get undressed right now and put each other's clothes on, like from bottom to top? Like, take off your pants.
In
take
10
off my
minutes,
pants.
time it would take.
It would take at
almost
least
10 minutes.
10 minutes for us to stand up and swap clothes out.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. He's gonna take off his bat suit,
But
He's
he
gotta
still
put
makes
back
it.
on his bat suit. And that's assuming he doesn't have like any injuries. Like he got a little tweaked. He's like,
Man. Nah, but what you don't know, what they say in that comic was the best thing ever, is he has like a whole bunch of painkillers and shit in his belt, like for different things. Like he'll pop a pill or take a shot or something like that. A whole bunch of painkillers.
I can relate to him. I got a back injury just like Bane gave.
So he's like, ah, shit, plop, plop, plop. Max Payne in it, I can run. I don't feel anything.
including sympathy or empathy or mercy.
Man, he definitely didn't feel any of that for those dudes. That's the best Batman fight scene I think I've ever seen.
So
way better than any of the Christian Bale Batman fight
Oh
scenes
yeah,
for
because
sure.
he never fought Superman. He never even fought like his big bads in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
He fought fucking
he had a
fought
weird
Bane, kinda.
Yeah.
It wasn't comic book Bane, which is
Kinda until fucking Batgirl just shot him with the Batbot.
yeah.
Like not a lot of like
Catwoman.
good. That's about the best. That was a good example though, because it's probably the only like big bad he ever fought. Because the Joker one was like, I've got you inside a window pane. Like, oh no, I fell off the building. Like it just wasn't.
Yeah.
And then Two-Face falls off. It's like just a lot of people falling in the first one.
Yeah, there was a lot of people just
Ah!
falling to their deaths. That's for
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul falls to his death.
Harvey.
Joker gets
Joker.
saved.
No, yeah, he does save him.
He does save the Joker.
Would have
because
fallen to his
They
death.
had full intention of him not killing himself with painkillers.
Too soon, bro.
Too soon,
But,
man. He's
yeah.
an American hero.
That fight scene, like I said, the best fight scene. He was beating the fuck out of those guys.
So we take.
Like, beating the fuck out of
Oh,
those guys.
you're talking about when he's bailing out Martha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes a knife out of his shoulder and stabs a man.
He
That's-
picks him up by his neck and then stabs him
It's
into his
just
shoulder.
like so
God
mad at him
damn.
too, like so so much disdain for
When that dude shoots him in the back of the head,
shot him right in his
point
gut.
blank, it's like,
He just keeps turning around like he's mad at people, like God damn it, God
Yeah.
damn it. Like he
Yeah.
fights in that movie like I feel like I would fight if I was mad at a bunch of people
And like a
and
master
was
of every
superior
martial art.
fighter. It's like I'm so mad. Like you've never seen a Batman that just physically looked like he wanted to hurt everyone and not just disarm them.
Just beat
Like
the
it was
fuck out
so
of him.
great. Like he wanted to hurt.
That's the
everyone
good
he
thing about
fought
the
in that
comics
movie.
too.
It was so great. Like
Yeah.
he just had no respect for people's lives in that. Like there was
Nope.
so many people like that went through walls and shit, and the cars and the Batmobile chase. Like
He's just
those
blowing
men are
them
all
up.
dead.
Yeah.
Those men are crashing on top of each other. He hooks the car with a harpoon, drags it around, and I'm
Those
like,
guys
we
are
were
definitely
alive,
dead.
and now we're not.
Yeah. Those criminals did not take the time to put their seatbelt on.
No.
They are tumbling around inside that car, being thrashed to death. Even if they did have their seatbelt on,
They're
they're
just
still beat to death
Red
for sure.
goo.
Yeah.
Just smashed into
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And then he tries to hit Superman just like.
Yeah,
like,
which is
fuck
pretty
you.
awesome.
So he trusts Batman to go help. Meanwhile, he goes after Lex, who, like I was saying earlier, he lands inside the ship and proceeds to let Lex continue to fucking shit on him. Like, I built Doomsday. Here's your Doomsday. And now he got Doomsday.
Right.
And we've gotten to
Which is not how Doomsday is made, but
It's fine. It's their
They'll
interpretation
take
of
some-
it. It's
yeah.
fine.
I don't know. Like,
And
this is why Doomsday though.
why do it? Why do it at all? It didn't need to be done.
Right. It didn't.
It was 20 extra minutes of the movie you didn't need. The only good that came out of it is you got to see Wonder Woman fight, which
Which was awesome.
awesome. She was,
I'll give you that.
That
She
was
was
cool.
awesome.
I can understand why people applaud when she came in, even though like
She's hot as fuck too.
yeah.
I don't know who the actress is that plays her, but
Gal
God
Gadot.
bless her.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, she is.
She a bad bitch.
Yeah.
And she's getting fucking hit by Doomsday, and she's just looking all
And
like
she's like,
Slave.
oh, I haven't been hit like that in a long time.
Goodness. I
It's gonna
don't
be
think
fun.
another world for you, sir.
Yeah.
So then,
They took a lot of liberties with Doomsday.
So then, after Lois has
like he
disposed,
has nuclear power somehow. Okay.
yeah,
He
why?
can regenerate limbs immediately. Like, no.
What,
No.
Doomsday?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't think he'd be penetrable at all.
No. Well, see, that's the thing. However you kill Doomsday or mortally injure him, he is then impervious
Yeah,
to
he
when he
becomes
comes
impervious
back.
to it afterwards.
Yeah. So at
But he's
that
gotta
stage,
come back
technically,
first.
that's right. He has to come back
He's
first.
got to come back first.
So it's like like she could cut his arm off, but his hook's not gonna grow out. It's not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna grow a hook out. Like no.
nah,
Like he can regenerate, but it's not like that fast. He
I'm
grew
not-
it out in hook. Here it is. Grew a hook.
So
No.
one of the funniest parts of the movie, unintentionally, is Superman bails Lois out while she's trying to get the fucking kryptonite staff. He gives her
It's
this
underwater.
look. He gives her this look like this, like Lois. He dives in. Next time you see him, he's floating face
to the
down, holding it. She takes it. And I said it would have been the funniest thing in the world if she took it and just threw it back in the water.
That would have been. I really hope. I think all serious movies should do shit like that.
Just
It's like an
because
outtake
it's-
reel.
Well, it's just like a brain, because it could really happen.
Oh,
Like,
it could really happen.
Like somebody
I
has
love
a
her.
brain fart.
I bless her heart, but I could see my wife doing
I can
something
see my
like
wife
that.
doing it too. I can see me like diving in to get this thing because she's
Yeah.
gonna drown while she's trying to get it. It hurts me. It hurts me.
Yeah.
And she takes it from me and she's like, "Get rid of it!" and throws it
Throws it right back in.
water.
Like the fuck. Like I just swam down there and got it.
I see. That's
Don't throw it back in this time.
That's another thing too.
Float
Like
back
I
up.
feel like if they want us to believe that Clark is a real human, because that was one thing I liked about when they were talking to all like the religious characters and the science characters in the movie on CNN.
Yeah.
They had like real life. They had like what's that Bikram.
Yeah,
They had the
Bikram
Bikram
yoga.
guy. They had Neil Tyson DeGrasse. They had some other people. And that one guy, after they're talking about all this like deity shit, and they're talking about like Superman meaning that we're not special. This one guy's just like, maybe he's not like a god. Maybe he's not like a devil. Maybe he's just a normal
he's just
guy
like a dude.
that feels like he should help people.
Yeah, he's
Which-
like just happens to have superpowers.
Which brings me to believe that every once in a while he should just have like a normal human blow up on Lois doing something stupid. Like just
He can't,
just
though.
one
he
time.
can't even have sex with her.
I'm sorry, but one time when you fucking come to the desert to save Lois, who's with the CIA and a bunch of fucking hitmen,
Like, the
can
fuck are you doing
Why
out
are you
here?
here?
Yeah.
Like just have one normal
Like,
reaction.
find a
to
new job,
Like your
Lois.
girlfriend doing like some crazy shit. Like
That was crazy shit.
Like you're allowed to yell at your girlfriend if she's doing something dangerous because you love her.
For sure.
You're allowed to slap her around a little bit. And
You're legally allowed
Shake
to
her.
beat the shit out of
As
them.
long as the stick's only as big as their thumb,
It's
right?
terrible. That's all
It's
it's
terrible.
terrible.
And Superman should not.
Yeah, like I said, he can't even have
domestic
sex with her.
violence. But you know what? If you don't like Superman committing domestic violence, you go fuck yourself because there's nothing you can do to him. Like you shouldn't do that. To space with you.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm Superman.
I shouldn't have cared about things that don't matter to me.
But the fight with Doomsday and Superman and Wonder Woman.
It was
Batman
okay. I mean, it was
Looked cool.
candy.
Yeah.
It was just some unnecessary
Just,
candy
yeah,
to
it's
the
just-
long meal I just had.
Yeah.
It's like you're all full, right? Like we had a lot of good stuff. You got to see Batman fight. Like we got everything set up for Justice League. We don't have to do anything else here except be like, well, I guess I'll see you, Clark, and we should look for those other metahumans.
Yeah.
But no.
You gotta kill him off. Because otherwise,
We gotta
why would
have-
you listen to Batman?
Well, I feel like Zack Snyder was in the middle of reading like Dark Knight Returns, and then
Yeah.
he accidentally picked up Death of Superman and just continued on the same page, and he was just like, I don't
Same page number. Like,
I don't
oh,
remember it.
This looks different, but oh well.
It's like he leaves off on like page 98 on Dark Knight Returns, and he picks up page 98 on fucking Death of Superman. He's like, and then Doomsday punched him and killed him.
They punched each other.
Yeah, Superman punch of death.
Yeah.
Instead, this one, Superman is somehow able to still fly with the kryptonite, which I don't buy. Like he couldn't swim with
like
it.
he was holding it back.
He couldn't swim with it a minute. He couldn't even hold the scepter and swim with it a second ago without almost drowning. But now he's flying again.
Hey, I know. It's terrible. I saw that too. It's like, it's real convenient that your powers work right now. When just a second ago, you couldn't even swim back up to the top.
Well, it's also, too, like...
Not even that. How did he swim down to it and grab it? It's like getting closer, he just like... Well, no, because... Oh my god. What was that? That was terrible.
Batman was calling.
But,
yeah, well, Batman's not really doing anything during this fight with Doomsday except, like, running.
Yeah.
Like, he's zipping from places.
He's like, oh shit,
like,
oh shit! Yeah.
Which is cool.
I like how he throws his smoke grenades too. He throws them all old and shit. He's like, oh.
Well, no, he what he did is he threw it down so he could dive
so he could dive into it.
I thought that was cool. I'd never seen him do that before. That was clever as fuck. Like, hide your dive in the smoke. And then, he's not really doing anything, though. You feel like he would know where his scepter that he made was, and maybe he could go over there and get that. And I don't know.
Well, no, because at that time he had it.
Well, how about Wonder Woman? She's fucking metahuman. She's strong. She's able to take a fucking punch from him. She can take the fucking laser eyes from him. Why can't you be like, hey, Wonder Girl? Toss the scepter at her. She's like, oh, thank you. Stabs him, and then they're all alive. Instead, what you get is Superman flies into him, stabs him. Fucking Doomsday
stabs Superman.
Pops his fucking chest. And he fucking grabs Doomsday's thumb and pulls himself in closer to fucking stab him. And then there's the most awkward, like he's dead scene.
Ooh, this guy's
like Batman and Wonder Woman are not looking. They're standing on either side of dead Superman, who's being wept on by Lois Lane. They're just both kind of looking their own way. Like if they had cell phones, they'd be like looking at him like, oh
man, look at the time.
Like
we gotta go.
Like especially
Lois.
her, she's like, I literally just met him.
Yeah.
Like, we save world, right? Break some eggs. I don't know why I'm here Russian. But she was Russian in my story right now. And Batman's the same way. He's like, oh, I was going to kill him a minute ago. Now he's dead. That was another thing. I wanted to see Batman just go over there and, like, brush Lois out of the way and, like, start sawing his head off. And be like,
Trophy!
I need to take this to Lex.
Like, this is mine.
He told me that he had Martha tied up. So, I need to help Martha. Like,
Batman,
no, it's Superman's mother.
Your
No!
mom's dead.
No!
Batman.
No!
Like, the Bat Ghost came through the grave at you, remember? She's dead.
There was some sexual tension between Martha and Bruce, though, when he gets to save her.
Well, they were in another movie, too. You know that? And they had a sex scene in another movie.
Did they really?
Yeah. It was pretty funny. Somebody made a meme of it because...
well, they're probably about the same age.
Yeah, they said... Well, she's a little bit older than him, but they said
she couldn't be more than
Batman
50.
discovered Superman's mom.
She couldn't be more than 50, and he couldn't be more than 45.
You're probably right. Yeah, then there's a funeral where they bury an old or an empty casket.
Yep, and another funeral where they bury the real Superman. But nobody's questioning why billionaire Bruce Wayne came to some photographer's wedding or funeral.
Yeah.
I feel like there'd be one person there from Smallville that's like, why's Bruce Wayne here?
And then the girl over there that Lois would clearly recognize because Wonder Woman does not wear a mask. She'd be like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing here?
Do you think that they're not hiding from
well,
Lois?
They were clearly standing off in the distance. Like, Batman was being all morose and shit.
Do you think they were crashing the funeral?
Yeah. I do.
Seems pretty pointless. He's even got to be cynical about it. Like, you can't... Like, we all know what's happening. It's like they're burying an empty box in
Actually,
Washington.
now that I think about it more, no, they were crashing the funeral.
Why is he being, like, so neg about it with her? Like... Is it like they're burying an empty box and they don't realize we're at the real funeral? She's like,
because he's just so
shit. She's just like, who the fuck cares? He's dead.
Yeah.
Like, who cares where he's getting buried, motherfucker? Like, should they crack the box open and be like, is Superman in there? No. He's not really even in here, guys. I don't understand, like, because they're not going to leave him dead. So why are they even doing that?
You gotta get him out of the way. You
Like,
can't have
maybe,
Superman
maybe
and
I'm
Batman
sorry,
as
maybe
leaders.
Zack Snyder wouldn't have to make 3-hour movies if he didn't put something on the end of one movie that needs to now be cleaned up for 30 minutes in the next movie. The next movie that has Superman in it, we're going to have to spend like 30 to 45 minutes explaining why he's not dead.
Yep, you're gonna see the end of the fight. You'll probably see what Batman was doing after he threw the grenade and jumped into the smoke.
Yeah.
And then disappeared for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You're gonna start off with that.
He was making fake Superman, like making a fake blow up doll dummy.
No, what he was doing
What
is he was hiding over behind the wall and he was jacking off to this gigantic monster and these superhumans that he's just looking at like, what in the fuck is happening?
Do you think being in the presence of that power just gives you instantly like a fucking envy boner? Like
something. I mean, he's clearly insane, so something's
It's a
happening.
weird road to start going down
Yeah,
for some reason.
it is. Let's not go down that road, but
So-
they're gonna show that, and then they're gonna show Superman dying.
But that would be
45 minutes.
one of very few criticisms I have about the movie. Wrapping this up, like I thought the movie was very good. Like
I thought it was
especially the
excellent.
second time. Like I said, I
not
think,
perfect, but
I
very
think
good.
that I went in with a bad attitude watching it the first time, and I was nitpicking shit. And that's fine. But the second time I sat back and enjoyed the movie for what it was. Still had a couple complaints. Runtime is very long. We don't need Doomsday in it. And like I said, why are you going to kill Superman in 20 unnecessary minutes of a movie just to create 45 unnecessary minutes of the next movie? And that's the only complaint I have, because the next movie is also going to be like 2.5 hours.
They're bringing back They're gonna bring or introduce Superboy. That's what they're gonna do.
I think they'll just introduce his dog.
Superdog.
Superdog, what was the dog's name?
I don't know.
It's like,
Plucky or something.
that's not Plucky, fuck you.
I don't know what it is. Superdog.
He comes back, he's reincarnated as Bikram's dog. He's like, Superman was a Buddhist? Nobody knew. But yeah, Zack Snyder, very, very morose, very, very sad, very low tone movies. Like, these are realistic superhero movies. Like, everybody doesn't make jokes. And is every 2.5 hours in life enjoyable?
Right.
No.
So when that guy was like, I work for Bruce Wayne!
Yeah!
I work for Bruce Wayne!
So, in conclusion,
excellent movie.
what would you give it?
I've seen it 3 times already.
On a
I
scale
would
of-
gladly go and see it again.
Scale of 1 to 10. Obviously got some repeat value for you.
Scale 1 to 10, I'd say we're using decimals.
Okay.
I'd say like 8.8
8.8.
to like 9.2.
I'd go somewhere between 7 and 8.
I'm definitely buying it when it comes out. On
Oh
DVD.
yeah, I'll watch it every night. Like it's definitely.
That will definitely be a go-to Batman movie for me now.
I'll just go right to the CrossFit part and I'll work out with him every day. I'll just be hitting shit and I'll
Dragon
be fucking
Tigers.
doing pull-ups with fucking 5 plates hanging around my waist. Damn, Bruce Wayne, you lying? You ain't doing that.
Them plates ain't real.
Fucking
Yeah.
10 plates, motherfucker. Who you fooling?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ben Affleck. Like you though, really big dude. Not gonna
Really
look up
like
his stats again. He's like 6'4", 230 right now. So
He's a big dude.
we're about the
Perfect
same
Batman.
size, so fuck you. About the same weight, and I got 3 inches on you. You can suck my dick, Ben Affleck. You want to go toe to toe? Go toe to toe. I know that was a body double fighting motherfucker. Go see the movie. Thanks for watching our videos. Check us out, youtube.com/The High Crowd Gaming. Also on Twitter @High Crowd Gaming. Check out Corey's new little mini-series he's been doing with Fallout.
I just started it.
He just started it. It's creepy. If you ever wondered what murderous robots were thinking while they murder people.
Oh, there's a transvestite woman inside there. That's why I'm a guy's voice, but really inside their costume's a woman.
I know.
You're gonna be introduced
Robot's
to her in the
name
next
is Ashley.
episode. Yeah, next episode you're gonna be introduced to her.
It took me a while to figure out that's what was going on. It's like, the robot's name is Ashley, and it's clearly female. The female is talking, but his inner monologue is male. I like that. There's layers.
Yeah.
Lots of layers. We
I
occasionally
enjoy it.
do some live feeds. We do some other stuff. Let us know what you like. We will do more movie reviews like this as things come out if you like it. So leave us comments on what you like. I'm Joey. This is Corey. Check us out.
We love you.
Subscribe.
Bye bye.